So here are your umpires for this afternoon, and our ball carrier waiting to get to the nod to go onto the court and give the ball to Magic captain Laura Langman. So let's see what the Pulse can do against this fairly slick Magic side. Pretty easy so far for the Magic.
Yes, nice approach from the Magic, but Boise, quick turnover.
Yes, a nice flow for the Pulse down the court.
And a loose pass there, but it's picked up by Camilla Lees.
Well done, nice pop from Elschwager. Both mid-quarters gone to the 45-degree angle. So a great start by the Pulse. Break the Magic pass first up. Nice first, second phase.
Oh, and Jane Elschwager had timed her run perfectly, but Camilla Lees...
Well, I actually think it was the right thing to do. She knew she couldn't put the ball in the air because Casey Williams would have gone up for it, but she couldn't quite get through as well because of the angle. So I'd rather her hold on to the ball.
Yes, and ball retention is something that Yvette McLaws-Drury has spoken about on a number of occasions. So
that defensive combination with Rasmussen and Boise is working, putting lots of pressure on Brown and Van Dyke.
And also ably assisted outside by Kusha Litwa. An unsung hero for this Pulse side.
Well, it's good to see her getting the starts at the beginning of the season. She seemed to be relegated to the bench.
Pulse just struggling here to get some go forward.
Yeah, nice drive into that pocket, Lees. Nice quick ball from Griffin. This is a great start by the Pulse. They look fluid, turning, letting the ball go.
Oh, and a lovely connection there between Jodie Brown, and Irene Van Dyke.
Well, it's no goal. I think it was a step called by the umpire.
Just having trouble in this area of court, the Pulse, getting the ball down, and Frances Solier comes up with an intercept.
The shortest player on the court. It's a weak pass from Boise, picked up by Solier. Again, lovely second phase from Lees.
He's perhaps seeing the benefit of having her at wing attack with that nice first and second phase off the line.
Well, those last two occasions, Peter Scholes has gone onto the centre, which has given
Lees the run to the top of the circle. Yes.
Clear run to the top of the circle. Brown always looking for Van Dyke. And she was on her own.
Always concerned about her goal keep. Some good pressure here from the Magic defenders.
Yes, well set up. Yeah. Muck around with the ball too much on the outside. Casey Williams is bound to rear her head at some stage.
Oh, Kushla Litwack thought that she'd closed that gap off, but yeah. Frances Solier, twinkle toes through the middle.
It's a great pass from Langman. That understanding of those two having played together for the last couple of seasons. It's an intercept from Williams.
Williams second on the intercept stats for the whole league, and a lot of that is to do with the outside work of Langman and Scholes. And of course her outstanding athletic ability.
Pulse were unlucky not to get a held ball there on the Magic.
And a long shot from Irene Van Dyke, we don't see that often.
Yes, as you're saying, Casey Williams second on the intercepts table. That's behind Althea Byfield. Nice.
Great hold and set up there from Jane Elschwager.
And again, Rasmussen, that's just showing her being out of the game
at this speed too.
Yeah.
She's been playing netball, but this is another step up, so she knew where that ball was going,
Yeah.
but not quite the speed to get there.
Just keeping her head up. And you know that Jodie Brown and Irene van Dijk, they love passing those, as well as Laura Langman on the outside of the circle. Lees. Nice.
Oh, Laura Langman, just a little bit close.
Good setup by Griffin. Yeah, good screening out too from Williams, but throws it away. Good chase from Boise.
Camilla Lee's doing a good job defensively against Peter Scholes, just cutting off her drives.
Yes, nice switch between Rasmussen and Boise. Boise just happy to let Jodie Brown run on the outside of the circle and drop back. But this is where it's breaking down for the Pulse. They're getting the ball out, but it's just this middle part of the transverse.
And Jane Olschweiger just flicking it on to Milner Olsen, but she wasn't ready for it.
You need to reward your defence for plays like that. Boise came up with a brilliant play, and they just couldn't put it away for her down the other end.
And those intercepts aren't going to happen a lot against such a classy front lineup from the Magic.
Pass and cut between Brown and Solia. A bit too far though for Solia. So let's see what the Pulse can do with this.
That's better, but perhaps Milner Olsen could have driven deep into the pocket rather than coming back to the ball on that occasion.
Nice dodge on the baseline from Paula Griffin. Lost Jodie Todd. Elschweiger gave her a no-look pass. Brown back to Langman. Solia. Rasmussen, you see her trying to push up Van Dijk high in the circle and comes up with a brilliant intercept.
Fantastic reading of play, and so the Pulse are being well served by this defensive end early on in the game.
Obstruction centre.
Olsen. Elschweiger way out of the circle. Nice drive and cut to the top of the circle.
Great patience shown by the Pulse. Paula Griffin's been quite solid for them on the shot, so we would hope that this is a finish for them, and it is.
As long as they don't put the ball in the air anywhere around that circle, then they'll be fine, because you know Casey Williams is going to go hunting if that happens. Keep the angles, step.
Paula Griffin didn't think so, but well picked up Bronwyn Meek.
Again, that's where you see Rasmussen really pushing Van Dijk high in that circle. Oh, it's an unusual close miss, but Boise
Gets up in her face, and you can hear Rachel Rasmussen talking to her behind her. And that's the other thing about Rachel Rasmussen, is she is such a great player to play. Oh, and a big ball goes in, and Boise is in there. So they're just testing this Magic side, these defenders.
Oh, that was a massive pass from Scholes.
On the ball, go Kate. Yep.
Oh, I certainly wouldn't have picked this, even though we're only in the early stages of the first quarter.
No, and the Pulse seem to be nice and controlled, not panicking.
Yes, nice work from
Great
Griffin.
angles.
Yep. Finishes it off, manages to get up and over the reach of Casey Williams.
So this shooting stats for the Pulse there. Jane Olschweiger 2 out of 2, and Paula Griffin 6 out of 7. So only one miss in the game for them thus far.
There's a nice fake from Jodie Brown. Sent Rachel Rasmussen out of the circle. Lees finds Milner Olsen. Liam is hunting. Nice little flick pass off the right hand from Milner Olsen to find Paula Griffin on the baseline.
So we've got a timeout call here. Camilla Lees calling time for the Pulse.
Again, oh,